everyone, my name is Karina Villeda. I am 27 years old and I grew up in St. Paul, Minnesota. My parents immigrated from El Salvador and saved money to open a Hispanic grocery store called Lempa Market. And that happened when I was 12 and my life changed completely and I had to start helping out my parents complete the American dream. When I graduated high school, I worked as a bartender at the casino for about 8 years until I had my daughter Luna, who is now 2 years old, which is the reason why I started college. I am currently on my second year at Inver Hills, and I recently got my associate's degree in political science and psychology. And this fall semester, I will continue working on my paralegal certificate at Inver Hills, and will be dual enrolled at the University of Minnesota, finishing up my BA. So I have testified at the Capitol this legislative session many times, advocating for students who have had to stand in long lines at food shelves for those who have not had access to nutritional options and those who worry about their next meal. I've advocated for those coming from marginalized communities because where I grew up, the people who went to college were presumed rich. College was unattainable and we were never thought about community college, the PSEO program, or even FAFSA. Lastly, I have advocated for student parents working to make ends meet, those that have had restless nights and just want to make their lives better for their families. I've gotten the chance to empower student voices because I've personally been through these changes and I know I'm not the only one. I used to be embarrassed of my story until I realized that it's these stories that can make impactful changes, and I learned that here at Lead Men. So I will keep testifying, showing up, and telling my stories to make an impactful change and empower our student voices. So I plan on being hands-on. I found that learning things from other peers, I believe, is more impactful than a poster in a random hallway or something posted on the internet. I hope to table at many campuses, engage senates, talk to Senate presidents about how they can advocate for change with us and engage their campuses. I hope to engage political science teachers as well in the changes that Lead Men is proposing, since we represent the students of all community and technical colleges. Overall, just explain the importance of advocating for ourselves because we won't see progressive change without that. And it doesn't matter if your major is art or nursing or any other major, it's important to advocate for ourselves because if you do, no matter what field you're in, you can make an impactful change. And that change can start by getting them involved with Lead Men. So this is hard, choosing between mental health, transferring, affordability, and insecurities. I think I'm going to pick transferring. I stayed on another semester because of some transferring issues. Transferring for another college takes a lot of time and there are a lot of hoops you have to jump through and waiting you have to do. Some colleges are easier than others, but understanding how credits transfer was so hard. Getting to know that I wasted money on certain classes, and knowing that they will not transfer is very upsetting. Realizing the importance of admissions is dire in order to secure scholarships depending on where you go. I wish to convince legislators to streamline the transferring process and provide more transparency in our financial aid letters and scholarships available to us so we can make a more informed and smart decision in choosing our next steps as community college students. And of course, we also need more healthy and readily available food on campus, more counselors on campus, and 24/7 help, and of course, free college. So I'm a hardworking gal and I show up, I get the job done, and I come up with many innovative ideas. I've definitely learned through my failures and have an extensive knowledge of and about the system, which has gotten me prepared to fight for our right to party. I hope that you vote for me because I'm a listener, I'm compassionate, and I'm a fighter. I love to tell students about opportunities and I'm your resource gal. I'm passionate about the work I do and I want to empower everyone around me just like I was empowered by Lead Men. I want to learn from other students and make changes happen. I overall want to make our college experience better because for me it was a bumpy car ride and I almost fell out. And I don't want that to happen to anyone, so I'm here with my personal learnings and what I learned from y'all to advocate for us. I hope to bring us along in this journey for change.